If the developed nations of the world ignore the majority of the global population who are being left behind, especially economically and educationally, our high-tech, globalized world will continue to be directly threatened by violence that reaches out from that world to impact ours. That is why, for any war on terrorism to be successful long-term, it must have an ambitious political, diplomatic, humanitarian, and economic component. This war will not stop a new generation of terrorists from growing up to replace those we capture or kill. We must add to our military and intelligence campaign an attack on the roots of terrorism with constructive, positive programs and initiatives. They won't stop the terrorist leaders, but perhaps it will make it more difficult for them to recruit their armies. Believe me, I hope that developments will turn out more positively than I foresee, that there will be no more devastating attacks against the United States, that governments which to date have provided support for terrorists will see that a Rubicon has been crossed and will change their policies, that our efforts to eliminate the threat posed by the Taliban and bin Laden and his networks and terrorist groups in other countries will be successful sooner rather than later, and that these developments will lead to a recovery of confidence in our economy. But that's not the way I would bet. While recent successes in Afghanistan and the absence of further terrorist attacks here at home are encouraging, I believe the time ahead will be dangerous and frustrating. Frustrating because a clear-cut victory over terrorism may be a long time coming. Frustrating because the campaign will see further losses as well as successes. Frustrating because, above all, patience will be needed, and that has never been a particular strength of Americans. Sustaining popular support at home will eventually prove difficult, especially as the cost and inconvenience of the war grow, and especially as months pass without another attack. It will be a dangerous time ahead because of the many uncertainties, and because serious violence has been visited on the American homeland and is now being returned in kind.